I'm Kathy McAnally. I'm coming to you from Bixby, Oklahoma, and I've got an Etsy shop called R&R Woven Treasures. I'm going to talk to you tonight about the weave structure called double weave. It's really interesting, and I haven't done one for a while, and I started this one and it's really turning out nice, and I wanted to take a minute to show it to you. Feel free to type in any questions that you might have. I'll be happy to answer them. This one is a tube scarf, and if you'll take a closer look, we'll see what it looks like here. We have a pattern here that is a twill pattern, and it's very fancy and intricate twill pattern. And in order to do this double weave, you're weaving actually the top side and the bottom side at the same time. If you'll take a look, I think the camera can get down here. If you'll take a look, you'll see that I am actually weaving the top side here and the bottom side. So this infinity scarf will not have a side seam down it, and it'll be doubly thick. My other infinity scarves that I've made in the past are just a single thickness, and just with one seam at the back. This one will have a seam at the back also, and you just go ahead and put it on like that. And you can see that this edge kind of shows. So we're hoping that with this one, which is a new product that I'm going to offer for the winter, that it will not only be thicker, but it'll also have no side seam, and just one seam that you'll have in the back of your neck. To do this, I have to double everything. So instead of doing 24 ends per inch, you can see I've got a lot of thread here. That's 48 ends per inch. In other words, there are 48 threads per inch. That's not quite an inch, but 48 threads per inch. And I have to weave the top in one pass, so there's the top. And then when I make the second pass, you can see that most of the threads are raised, and I'm actually weaving the bottom half. So then the top half and the bottom half, and the top half and the bottom half. And so as we do this, you can see that my thread, my horizontal thread, or it's called my weft thread, is going to go around. It went through the top, and now it's going to go around through the bottom, so that it creates a tube, and it gives us that nice edge here. In fact, you can see when I flatten this out and iron it, that you may not even be able to tell that this was the edge. So it's just going to be a continuous loop. And I think this is kind of fun to do. It'll definitely be different, and we'll see how it goes. I hope you all like it. And weaving a double weave is kind of intricate, and it's kind of fun. And I got this fancy twill that's it's driving me a little nuts, I'll have to admit. I've gotten used to it as I've done about 14 inches, and I've got another 14 inches to go because it'll be a total of 28. So I can't see, but my cameraman there, who's my husband, is there any questions that the audience might have on there, honey?
It says Jane Johnson Murray joined.
Oh, hi Jane.
But no questions.
Hi Jane, how are you doing? You might like this. This actually is going to somebody in the Northeast. I think it was, I can't remember, New Hampshire, Vermont, but she had ordered this and suggested that I make a tube infinity scarf for her, so she could bring it up over her face in the winter. She wants to be able to lift it up over her face. And so this tube hopefully will do the trick for her, and we'll see how it works. When I get the tube cut off of the loom, I'm going to have fun hemming the ends together. Does anybody else have any questions?
I'm sorry, I don't know how to do this better.
This is our first attempt. I don't know, some people suggested that we try this. And I do appreciate you all helping me out with this. It's kind of interesting. I'm learning a lot about e-commerce and how to market your stuff nationwide. Most of my weaving projects that have been ordered have been from the East Coast and the West Coast. It's kind of interesting. I've had a few things from Dallas and Columbus, a lot of large cities. And I even had one from Tahlequah. Somebody on the lake wanted a rug. But most of the things have gone to out of state to people I would have never been able to sell to in a local craft show. Also, if you're interested in the local craft show here in Tulsa, we have the craft show out of the fairgrounds. What's the name of it? I've forgotten the name of it. It'll hit me in a minute. You know, I'm having one of those senior moments. I can't remember the name of the craft show. But anyway, it starts, I believe, tomorrow, runs through the weekend. And if you check out the Salt Box is Bailey Maxwell and her friend. They're both home interior designers, and they've chosen to take some of my rugs up there to the craft show, help me sell them. Does anybody else have any questions?
No questions that I can see, honey.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in, Jane, and we'll hope to do one of these again. It's kind of fun. It's kind of like teaching. You know, it's a little bit more fun than teaching accounting. But anyway, I hope you check out, if you haven't already, check out my Etsy shop. It's R&R Woven Treasures, and you can see what a hand weaver can do. Thank you.